Tina.
I'm Ross.
And today we're going to do a follow-up video on the Jaffa Cakes that we had that we loved so much from our Biscuits and Cakes video, which I will link right up there if you haven't seen it yet. So we really love the Jaffa Cakes. We've only had the orange flavor. And we ended up going to this store called KP International that has actually primarily Asian food, but they have a smaller international food, including some European food. And we discovered that Milka has what they call Choco Jaffa, which I thought was kind of interesting. So I'm guessing that there is no trademark or copyright on Jaffa. I always thought Jaffa referred to the oranges, but these are raspberry.
Yes.
Did you see any other flavors? It was just the raspberry that we saw. They might have orange, but
That might have
we
been.
didn't see it.
And I know when we originally did our review, that was the question I had was, I wonder if this comes in other flavors like strawberry or raspberry.
And our viewers have been letting us know about other flavors that the Jaffa Cakes come in, such as passion fruit and what was one of the other ones?
Black currant.
Black currant. So those sound really good. So if we ever find those, we might pick those up. But I have a feeling we might be stuck just with the orange ones, which are delicious. I do love the orange and the chocolate together.
They are good.
And we also, the other day, found Pim's in just one of our regular grocery stores. So I picked those up because they look very similar to the Jaffa Cakes, and we just kind of want to compare them. These are also an orange flavor. They had orange and raspberry at our store, and I decided to pick up orange to compare it to our original Jaffa Cakes.
Okay.
So we have one of each out here for each of us. Do you want to go ahead and, which one do you want to start with?
Why don't we start with the original, the one
The original
we were
Jaffa
first
Cakes.
introduced to, the Jaffa Cakes.
Which are right here.
Yeah, these look like dark chocolate.
That's what I was thinking too, especially now that we've compared to others. Definitely like that. Another thing I'm noticing just visually looking at them, there seems to be a little raised area where they have the jam inside. Jam? I think it's jam that they have inside. And the Milka ones also have that. Pim's seem to not have that. They look a little flatter and smaller to me.
Yeah, you're right.
Also to point out, did we mention, I always thought Milka was primarily from Germany, but these were actually made in Poland, and the Pim's were from Belgium.
Right, correct. And also, you might have already mentioned it, but the ones from Milka appear to be milk chocolate.
They look like milk chocolate to me. So do you want to try those next?
Sure.
I actually left a little bit of mine because in case I wanted to go back and forth and compare.
Making me look bad.
Those are good too. Of course, I love the raspberry jam flavor. That's always one of my favorites.
Yeah, mine too. I think the layer of chocolate on the Milka is maybe a little bit thinner than the layer of chocolate on the...
Let me look, because I think you might be right. It's so hard to tell, but it might be slightly thinner.
compared to mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's my imagination. I think there's maybe a little bit less chocolate on the Milka.
On the Milka. And also, you are a big dark chocolate fan, and these look like milk chocolate. So do you think you prefer maybe the chocolate on the Jaffa Cakes more?
I do. Granted, I know you love milk chocolate, and you know that I like dark chocolate. I'll eat both, but the one that we typically equally dislike is
white chocolate. White chocolate is just not even chocolate to me.
It's sweet and fat.
Yeah.
So it's not.
Another thing I have to say though, because I do love the raspberry, but I actually think raspberry goes really well with dark chocolate.
Oh yeah.
So I almost would love to see this with a dark chocolate and raspberry combination.
Yeah, we have some candy stores around here. C's Candy. I don't think I've ever seen. Maybe I wasn't really looking, but I don't think I've ever really seen raspberry truffles in anything other than dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate seems to be the typical combination.
Yeah.
So should we try out the Pim's too? This is also an orange flavor, and it looks like dark chocolate.
Yes.
And this doesn't have the raised top like the other two.
Oop.
That one's good too.
I don't know what it is, but it's different somehow.
Yeah. They definitely look, well, they're pretty close. I feel like they're a little bit smaller. I think between those two, I like the Jaffa Cakes better.
I think so too. There's, I mean, these Pims taste good.
They do, yeah.
Right after biting into it, you can tell, okay, that's definitely dark chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, there's just something about the original one that we had. They're both the citrus orange flavor, but I really can't put my finger on it.
I can't either. I'm trying to compare. Is there more jam? Does the jam taste a little better?
Something with the chocolate.
This seems like there's more. This one seems more substantial. I'm not sure how to describe it, but just like when you bite into the cake bottom part, it seems more substantial, as does the chocolate and jam.
I would agree. So, just from your feedback, I'm assuming if we're going to rate these would be number 3. Now, if you were to rate or choose your top, would it be the original Jaffa Cakes?
I think for these the original Jaffa Cakes, it's unfortunate that we had to get raspberry here. I would love to compare just orange straight across. We just didn't happen to have access to orange or even raspberry straight across, so it was more of an even comparison. Trying that Milka one again. See, this one I like. This one feels more substantial to me too. Just the whole shape and size of them seems more comparable between the Jaffa Cakes and the Milka.
Yeah.
But I'm actually missing, I love milk chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually liking the darker chocolate on these better. I feel that has more flavor to it. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I would agree with it.
You probably would agree because you do love the dark chocolate. But yeah, there's something with the orange flavor and the raspberry. I really do like that darker chocolate.
I don't know if it's just some like... just looking at this packaging, it doesn't have the raised area like the other two.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's just something different about the Pims compared to these other two.
There is, yeah.
I mean, they're not bad, they're definitely good. But these just seem better. The Milka and the original, what brand is it?
This one's called Jacob's. Jacob's Jaffa Cakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought that was really interesting the way they called it Choco Jaffa on the Milka. You know, I was thinking Jaffa Cakes was something very specific, but it's like, oh, here Milka's borrowing that. It's like, I don't know if it's just sort of a marketing ploy, knowing that people like Jaffa Cakes, or is this, you know, just that they look very similar as far as how they do the jam inside and the chocolate on top. I don't know. Let us know if you know what the deal is with Milka and their Jaffa Cakes.
Yeah.
Choco Jaffa.
And if you have a preference, if you've tried the other ones that are, say, the blackcurrant, passion fruit, if you have a favorite which we haven't tried, if you let us know.
Yeah, and does Jaffa Cakes, do they have a raspberry? Because that seems to be a very common theme. The Pims had a raspberry, Milka has a raspberry.
Right.
I don't know if the original Jaffa Cakes have raspberry or not. But in any case, I mean, they were all good. I wouldn't turn any of them down. No. They definitely make a wonderful snack. But yeah, I'm thinking the original Jaffa Cakes that we tried from Jacob's are my favorite, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you too?
I would agree. I would say if it's one of those things where, man, I'm really craving a Jaffa Cake that we couldn't find a Jacob's.
Right.
Yeah,
that would do it.
These.
Definitely. And I just wonder if this had dark chocolate on, would that make a difference?
Possibly. Yeah.
All right. So that is our review of Jacob's Jaffa Cakes, Milka Choco Jaffa, and Pims. So do you have a favorite? Have you tried all 3? Let us know in the comments. And if you like these types of videos, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.